Again, ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. How about giving yourself a big round of applause for coming out to Belmare on a lovely summer Friday evening. Come on, folks, please put your hands together. First of all, it's so good to be here with you on this lovely Friday evening. By show of hands, how many people want to have a good time this evening? By show of hands. Please keep your hands raised if you'd like to have the reception of your dreams this evening. Please keep those hands raised. By round of applause, is everybody in a good mood this evening? All right. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ramu from Ramu and the Crew. I'm going to be your master of ceremonies and disc jockey this evening. I'm joined here by my brother Imo and my good friend Orlando. Now, if I can have all the married people in the room, please raise their hands up high. Married people, please raise those hands up high. Married people, what I'd like you to do right now is think back to your wedding day. How excited you guys were on your wedding day. And I want you to show our bridal party in the adjacent room as much enthusiasm as you would have wanted on your wedding day. Can you do that for me, married people? Please clap your hands. All right. Single people, where are the single people out in the room? Single people, hands up high in the air. Single people, I want you to do what you do every Friday night when you go into the bars and clubs and just that crazy. Can you do that for me, single people? All right. So right now what I want to do is test the enthusiasm of the room. When I count to 3, I want Newport to make as much noise as you possibly can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's make some noise, folks. Before we bring out our bridal party this evening, I'd like to acknowledge the grandparents of the groom, Mr. and Mrs. Edgar Worthen, who cannot be here with us this evening. I'd also like to acknowledge the grandparents of the bride, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas O'Brien, who are seated at table 2. And at this time, I am going to go over to the DJ booth, put on some motivational music. If I can have you focus your attention to the rear bar, we are now going to begin introductions. Give yourself one more big round of applause for coming out to Belmare on this lovely Friday evening. Ladies and gentlemen, have a big round of applause for the father of the bride, Mr. Thomas O'Brien, escorted by Lindsay's aunt, Susan Lovett. Have a big round of applause for the parents of the groom, Mr. George Fitton and Mrs. Gail Fitton. A very special welcome for our handsome ring bearer, Mr. Aiden Davis. Aiden is also the nephew of the groom. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our bridesmaid, Nisha Tandon, escorted by our groomsmen, Dan Cummings and Connor Hardy. A big round of applause for our bridesmaid, Abby Mayette, escorted by our groomsman, Randy Forcier. I'm going to give a round of applause for our bridesmaid, Meredith Roman, escorted by groomsmen Thomas O'Brien and Tyler O'Brien. Ladies, put your hands together for bridesmaid Lindsay Latuga, escorted by groomsman Michael Smith. Ladies, put your hands together for bridesmaid Jennifer Fitton, escorted by groomsman Manny Loco. A big round of applause for our bridesmaid, Jamie Cameron, escorted by groomsman Brendan Donovan. Very special welcome for our maid of honor, Lindsay Murray, escorted by our best man, Mr. Kevin Ridgely. At this time, if I can ask everybody to please rise. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if I can ask everybody at Belmere to please rise. If I can have everybody focus their attention to the top of our stairwell. And if we can get the clap of the hands going right now. Making their second public appearance as husband and wife. Let's give a big Goat Island welcome to our newlyweds new Mr. and Mrs. James Fitton. Please keep your applause going. Our newlyweds new Mr. and Mrs. James Fitton. Ladies, keep your applause going. If you think Lindsay is the most beautiful woman in the room, let's give her a big hand. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen,